صدري قرآن املأ قلبي قرآن واسق حياتي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, brothers and sisters, and welcome to Ask Musleh. So today we're talking about I have non-Muslim parents, I want to get married, so what do I do? So here in this particular situation, obviously this applies more to the sister than it does to the brother. She wants to get married, she needs a wali, and what kind of role do her parents play in her marriage? Number one is I want to set a foundation for all of us who have non-Muslim parents. The first thing is that you should know is that Allah Azza wa Jal in Surah Luqman orders us to be kind to our parents. And in several places in the Quran, but specifically in Surah Luqman, Allah says, وَصَاحِبُهُمَا فِي الدُّنْيَا مَعْرُوفًا. Not only do you obey and you listen to your parents, but you also become a companion and a friend to them in all of the things in this world. In other words, being kind to them, being good to them, have a normal, regular relationship in this world. When it comes to the akhirah, it's a different thing. When it comes to the akhirah, now Allah sets specific rules for that. Now, particularly in marriage, if a sister wants to get married and her father is obviously not a Muslim, the first basic criteria of a wali or a guardian is that they have to be Muslim. So we know that the father here cannot play that role anymore. However, it doesn't mean that you exclude your father in everything else. Maybe you can think about getting him involved in other things or the other plans that you have for your wedding. Let him help out, pick out some of the food, decoration, or drive you around looking for a place for the wedding. Just other logistics that you can keep your father involved. But when it comes to the actual waliship, at that point, it has to be done by a Muslim. What options does she have? If she has access to a Muslim judge, then of course she should go to that. That's the primary option. However, a majority part of the world doesn't have this option, so you go to number two, which is a qualified local imam who is qualified to perform a nikah and understands the implications of the nikah itself. So they have knowledge about the fiqh of nikah as well. In addition to that, so you have being kind and good to your parents and try to include them in basic things. Secondly is to understand this role is just for a Muslim, and so you need to find somebody else that can do that. Third thing is don't completely allow your father to be ignored out of the situation. And the next and final advice that I would give is for both mothers and fathers. Remember, brothers and sisters, both of you, this is just some general advice. When you're looking for marriage, try to please your non-Muslim parents. In other words, if you have Muslim parents that support you, that accept you as a Muslim, accept your religion, your religious choices, then those are parents that are worth pleasing as long as it comes to the pleasure of Allah Azza wa Jal. In other words, don't disobey Allah by pleasing your parents. Don't do that. But make sure that you try to at least meet them halfway or try to have some commonality between them. Try to make them feel happy and try to make them feel included as much as possible. With that, inshallah, you'll have a happy day on the day of your wedding, and most importantly, you'll always have a happy relationship with your parents. May Allah Azza wa Jal make it easy for all of you, and for our mothers and fathers out there, for those who are not Muslim, may Allah Azza wa Jal bring them closer to the religion. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
رحمن ساعدني يا رحمن اشرح صدري.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters, and this is why this happens, because I don't put my game face on. Okay. 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 I'm freezing, man. What am I supposed to say? We're talking about I have non-Muslim parents.
And I want to get married.
And I want to get married.
What do I do?
What do I do? Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters, and welcome to Ask Musleh. So today, inshallah, we're talking about non-Muslim parents. No, we're not really talking about them. We're talking about their children. Let's try the other hand, the right hand. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, brothers and sisters, and welcome to Ask Musleh. So today we're talking about non-Muslim parents. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, brothers and sisters, and welcome to Shaykh Musleh. So we're talking today about non-Muslim parents and their children. So the children have accepted Islam and now they want to get married. So what do they do? What role does the non-Muslim parents play in their marriage or even in their engagement? The first thing is there's a banging noise coming and it's disrupting me. So I can't focus.
Are they
What are they, chopping meat or something back there? That was a brother chopping squash. Okay, so he's done now. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters, and welcome to Shaykh Musleh.